Hello everyone, I hope you are doing fine. And in this today's video, we will be discussing about the usefulness of the fund flow statement. Usefulness is the other word for the importance, basically. So we'll talk about the importance and the need of the fund flow statements in an organization. So what is fund flow statement? We have been churning this definition again and again so that you can learn it by heart. The fund flow statements are the crucial tools in the financial analysis. So fund flow statements क्या हैं? These are the crucial tools in the financial analysis. They provide the detailed insights into the company's financial health and operational efficiency. Okay. Now, if we talk, they have the various usefulness. They are really useful in an organization. The very first use is that it understands the financial position. The fund flow statements helps in understanding the changes in the company's financial position between the two accounting periods. So it helps in understanding the changes in a company's financial position between the two accounting periods. Between the two accounting periods. They highlight the sources and the uses of the funds, which helps in showing how a company has raised the finance and where it has spent. So basically, it talks about the sources and the uses of the funds. Other use is it helps in assessing the financial management. By analyzing the fund flow, stakeholders can assess how effectively a company's management is handling its financial resources. The stakeholders can understand and keep a check on how effectively a company's management is handling its financial resources. It shows how the company's ability to generate funds from operation, which is the key indicator of the financial. So basically, it shows the ability of a company to generate funds from operations. And it is the key indicator of financial health. Okay. Third usefulness is for the investment decision making. It is useful in the investment decision making. How? Investors use the fund flow statements to gauge the financial stability and performance of the company. So basically, investors use the fund flow statement to identify the financial stability and performance of the company. Okay, what will happen if there is a positive fund flow? A positive fund flow from the operations indicates that a company capability to generate the sufficient internal funds, which is attractive to the investors. Okay. Next up, identifying the financial strength and weakness. Identifying the financial strength and weakness. These statements helps in identifying the financial strength and weakness of the company. For instance, the continuous reliance on external finance might indicate the potential financial instability. It helps in identifying if the company is strong or weak. How? If the company is continuously relying on external financing, that means the financials are weak and vice versa. By vice versa, I mean if the company is not relying on external financing, that means the financials are strong enough. So it is a metric, it is used as a metric to identify the financial strength or weakness of a company. Other than that, it is used for the liquidity analysis. Okay. The fund flow statement provides a clear picture of the company's liquidity position. So it provides a clear picture of the company's liquidity position. So by showing the inflows and the outflows of the funds, they help in assessing the company's ability to meet the short-term obligation. By inflows and the outflows, we can assess the company's ability to meet the short-term obligation. Next up is evaluating financing and investment activity. They give the detailed insight into the company's financing and investment activity. What they do, they give a detailed insight on the financing and investing activities of a company. For example, if there is an increase in the long-term borrowing, it might indicate the expansion plan. If there is an increase in the long-term borrowings, it means company is looking for an expansion. While the significant investment in the fixed asset might suggest the growth strategies. On the other hand, if there is a significant increase in the investment for fixed assets that might suggest what growth. So this is how you can evaluate the financing and the investment activities using the fund flow statement. Other than that, it is also helpful in the planning and budgeting. It is also helpful in the planning and budgeting. Companies use the fund flow statements for effective planning and budgeting. So fund flow statements are used for effective planning and budgeting. They help in forecasting the future financial needs. They help in forecasting the future financial needs and in strategizing the use of funds. The use of funds. Okay. Next up is the cash flow management. The fund flow statements are essential for the cash flow management. They help in identifying the periods of the cash surplus or deficit, enabling the better management of the cash resources. So what happens? A fund flow statement are essential for cash flow management. They identify the cash surplus and deficit, enabling the better management of cash resources. Okay. Next up, it is useful for the credit worthiness assessment. Creditors use these statements to assess the company's credit worthiness. Useful in assessing the credit worthiness of the company. So what happens? A strong fund flow from the operations indicate a lower risk of default on the loans and other credit facilities. Then comes the regulatory compliance. It is useful for the regulatory compliance as well. They ensure the compliance with the regulatory requirements. Compliance with the regulatory requirements. Okay. Financial reporting standards often require detailed disclosure about the fund flows, ensuring the transparency and accountability. So, financial reporting standards require detailed disclosures, ensuring transparency and accountability. Okay. Then comes the Another use, which is the comparative analysis. It is also useful for the comparative analysis. The fund flow statements facilitates the comparative analysis over the different periods. They show how well the company is utilizing the resources to generate decisions. Full comparative analysis. You can identify the trends and make the informed decisions over years by comparison. Lastly, it is useful to identify the operational efficiency. So what happens? These statement highlights the efficiency of the company's operations. What they do, they highlight the efficiency of the company's operations. They show how well the company is utilizing its resources. How well the company is utilizing its resources to generate revenue. So all in all, we'll reach on the conclusion that the fund flow statements are indispensable for the comprehensive financial analysis. They provide the valuable insights into the company's financial operations that helps in the strategic planning and support the decision-making processes for the management, investors, and the creditors. Their role is ensuring the financial transparency and accountability makes them a vital tool in the corporate finance. So this is why the fund flow statements are useful and used. I hope you have understood the 12 uses of the fund flow statement. That is the understanding of the financial position, assessing of the financial management, investment decision making, identifying the strength and weaknesses, liquidity analysis, evaluating the financing and the investment activities, planning and budgeting, cash flow management, credit worthiness, regulatory compliance, comparative analysis, and operational efficiency. Thank you so much.